Yes. Hi.
Yeah, I love a tiny mic. I'm a little under the weather.
So am I actually.
Really?
Yes.
I think everyone's got it right now. I'm like waiting for the time where I'm not nasally and I just have a sexy, raspy voice.
It sounds great. It's
Thank
like
you.
Phoebe from Friends.
It's not happening.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
It's great.
Smelly cat. What are they feeding you?
Okay, so really quickly, I'm going to start off with an icebreaker. Since we're at a film festival,
Yeah.
what are your go-to movie snacks?
Oh,
I think it says a lot about a person.
I love like blue and pink sour gummy worms.
Okay.
And I also love peanut butter.
Into a movie theater?
Oh, sorry.
No, I smuggle things into the theater all the time.
I like sushi. I'm just telling you my favorite foods. I actually really do like smuggling things into the theater.
Exactly.
Like I like smuggling a sandwich or some hummus and veggies.
You should.
I'm a smuggler.
Okay, so this film deals with a woman being haunted by a future version of herself.
Yeah.
If you had to be haunted by a future version of yourself, what would you hope they are doing or they're like?
Oh. Kind of reminds me of that movie with Aubrey Plaza. What am I hoping I'm like in the future if I was haunting myself? I'm hoping I'm nice. I'm hoping I'm like understanding of my past self, that like I'm going to make mistakes and I haven't grown to the point that I am then. I'm hoping I like am even hotter than I am today. Yeah.
And then also, so what is something that's really unique about this film that some people might not really appreciate or notice that you want to kind of pull out?
Michelle Mao. She's a star. Also, how we made this movie is pretty unique and amazing. We were just, like 7 of us in Hong Kong. We're saying the same shit right now. In literally October, and now we're here at Sundance.
Do you feel more ownership over the character since you had a little bit more input in like creating it?
I don't know if ownership, there's like some sort of weird like ego or something with that word. I feel like there was like none of that in the making of this. It was all just like collaborating, and it was all just working together and instincts and trusting each other. But because of that, I felt very included.
Yeah.
I felt trusted. I felt like allowed. So yeah.
And then lastly, since it's Austin home, what or where is home to you?
The desert. Yeah. Okay, bye-bye.
Haley, Marissa.
Hi, Marissa.
Love your brows, by the way.
Thank you so much. It's just that got to be glue shit. Yeah. Yeah, it's just Elmer's. Just literal Elmer's. I should try that.
Yes, you should.
You know soap brows when that was the thing? And you literally could take like a little bar of hotel soap and put your little spoolie in it with a little water and it worked like gel. Yeah.
We're taking beauty notes right
Yeah.
now.
I wonder why I
For
stopped
you.
doing that. Oh, it's because I had to bring around like a bar of soap everywhere, which was kind of inconvenient. Anyways.
So jumping around and talking about your trajectory of your career. So I've watched you since Disney days, and then jumping the White Lotus, and then now jumping into this.
You watched me as a backup dancer on Shake It Up?
Yes, I did.
Wow.
I knew all the moves.
You were my only fan then.
No, I was
Okay.
with you. I was with you, girl.
Okay, cool.
I used to memorize all the dances and then be like, Mom, will you watch me perform? And she's like, sweetie, you're so great. But I knew that she just was like, they're much better than you.
I did that with Britney Spears and Spice Girls. Yeah,
Really.
yeah, for
I mean,
sure.
If only we could reminisce on that dance. I would
Yeah.
do it, but I can't remember.
Me neither.
How is it, though, journeying through your career and doing a project like this now?
Well, amazing. This is a really singular project, and I love any chance that I get to work with Kogonada. He's my best friend.
I love the whole story of just calling his closest friends and be like, hey,
Yeah.
let's get on a plane and go to Hong Kong. You were just like, I'm down. You know?
Yeah, I was definitely down. It's all pretty nuts, but in like the most amazing, inspiring way. And I'm like still actually processing. Normally, you film something, and then there's like a year or two, or sometimes even longer, goes by until it actually sees the light of day. But like we were just there in October, and now we're here, so I'm like still even I'm still processing. Also, it was like so much of the filming of this was like happening in real time while we were there. Kogonada was like writing the night before or the day of, and then not getting any sleep and sending us like scenes the day of. So I was like understanding kind of what the real arc of the story was in real time while we were there. So it's like a lot to just process still that I have not processed.
Well, I can't wait to see it. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you.
Congratulations on being here at Sundance.
Thank you. I'm really excited to be here the last year here.
Thank you for the brow tips as well.
Yeah,
I'm
your
gonna
brows
try
look great. And they would look good with some soap in there too.
All right.
Yeah, try it.
Thank you so much. Are you crying, Michelle?
Oh my God, stop.
Tears?
Because the interviewer asked me if I saw my future self across the room, what would I hope she was like? And I guess because this is such a meaningful moment, a big moment. You're gonna make me cry again.
Not to do take two or anything. I don't have a Kleenex, but I'll loan you my arm.
No, oh my God, not on your stunning outfit, but yeah, it's such a big moment for me, and I think it's going to be a night that I think about for a long time, and so to imagine seeing my future self thinking back on this moment is a really emotional thing for me.
And this is kind of a shotgun film where literally Kogonada's writing the script, and as you're shooting it, what is it like having a film like that where you're not as prepared, as organized?
Yeah.
Or do you prefer more organization?
I definitely enjoyed it a lot. It took getting used to in the beginning because I come from like a more academic background, and it's all about research and preparing your character, and that's how I used to approach my acting. But because of doing this movie, I've become a much more present actor, and I think so much more can happen if you come in a little half-baked and ready to play and ready to mold with the other energy in the room and your scene partner, and you'll end up somewhere that you didn't expect, but maybe that's for the better. And I'm so glad that I had this experience to teach me that, and hopefully bring that to my other projects in the future.
And what's your favorite characteristic about your character?
Ooh.
No, it was every day. I mean, look, it was
Which
in
one do you
October,
think will
but it's
hit
not that
the
long
audience
ago.
home?
Ooh.
Numbers are fresh, and it was
I think she's hopeful. Yeah. And I think she learned over the course of the movie that she needs to lean into that and accept that and allow that, instead of blaming or berating or not allowing herself to be happy after certain tragic things happen to her. So I think I hope people who are grieving will relate to this character. That's an angle that I wanted to talk about and get out there, that maybe isn't the official read of the movie or the official log line, but it is something that I had in my mind when I was crafting the character.
Well, I can build a lot with this small but mighty team. I can't wait to watch.
Thank you so much. I love your necklace.
Thank you so much, and I love this fit. What are
Thank
we
you.
wearing today?
This is Rhea.
Fit check here.
Oh, okay. What does the fit check entail?
Snapchat fashion.
Oh!
We're gonna put you all over.
Thank
But
you.
this is Rhea.
Rhea something.
It's okay. I know it's okay. I know. I'm always like the tag. Let's see. Oh, it's wearing. Sick look.
Thank you. This is a Suevas shirt and a little Gucci jacket, some soft leather Doc Martens.
Yes, the pink color.
Yeah,
I've
thank
never
you.
seen
Yeah.
that pink.
No, I love these. Yeah.
It's like exclusive.
I got them from like some a stylist gave them to me like a couple of years ago, and I was able to keep them. So, yeah.
You got the stylist connection.
Yeah. Occasionally.
I can only wish.
Yeah. I mean, you look fantastic. I was about to say, if you're styling yourself, you got it covered. Yeah. Well done.
So I would love to hear about when you got kind of the call or the message about going on this trip to Hong Kong with some of your closest friends.
Yeah.
And you just going to spontaneously make a film.
Yeah. It was brilliant. I was in LA at the time working on another project, and Kogonada and I met up for coffee just to catch up. And in talking, he brought up this project that he was thinking about at the time. This was July, and he asked me if I was interested, and I said abso-fucking-lutely. And so it was a no-brainer for me to since we connected working on Pachinko together, I'd always wanted a reason to work with him again. Certainly in the capacity too of like a film. And I couldn't have imagined or hoped for a more exciting and fulfilling experience than making this movie. And I didn't know most of these people. The connection is Kogonada. He's the linchpin core of everybody. Everybody knows him. Some of us did, yeah, but most of the time it was like Christopher Radcliffe, one of our producers, we met here at Sundance last year because I had a short that I had EP'd that was here called Good Night. He had a short that was EP'd that he directed called We Were the Scenery that was just shortlisted on the Oscars. And we happened to be put in the same shorts program, and that's how we met. That's what I'm saying. And then a couple months later, like half a year later, we're both going to Hong Kong together and making this beautiful project. But we became super close, and there's so much love and trust and excitement among all of us because we had to be, first of all, we all had to be okay with like hoofing it, you know what I mean? Like it was hot, it was sweaty, yeah, like a lot of mosquitoes. I mean, we're in the tropics, you know what I mean? Like yeah, exactly. No, I got sweet blood. Yeah, exactly. But it was incredible, and you know, somebody else asked me this, and I mentioned the scene. Have you seen the movie? Okay, so there's a scene between Z and L where they see each other. That really moves me. But to be honest with you, so many moments. It was magic because there are scenes that we only shot once because we only could. Do you know what I mean? Like because that's what I'm saying. Like it was kind of like that, or like as we're filming it, Benjamin Loeb is doing incredible mind reading as the DP because everything is single camera, and so he has to move with us and try to feel motivations to go from one character to the other to shift focus, and that was all like an improvised dance that the four of us had to play with every single take, and it was incredible.
Nice. I mean, it's a bit of pressure, I would say, that you're kind of feeling, but at the same time, it's like when you have that kind of in sync movement with your team, you're like.
Exactly. And the fact that we're here at Sundance with this film, my God, yeah, no, it's truly remarkable. Yeah, I hope you get to see it.
Maybe there's another crazy story that you'll tell me that happens, right?
I think I think Kogonada wants to keep doing this kind of stuff, so we'll see. Yeah.
I hope to see part 2, part 3, part 4, part 6, and 7.
Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, thanks.